Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This time around, it is Puss in Boots, Pharaoh's Great Adventure for the NES. This is based mostly on an anime, and here's the story directly from the manual. Count Grumman, a notorious swine, hated mice with a passion. One day, he discovered a mouse in his castle. Frustrated and irate, Count Grumman ordered Puss in Boots, aka Pero, to find and destroy the mouse. However, Pero was a kind-hearted cat and had become friends with the mouse, and so helped the little creature to escape. In a fit of anger, Count Grumman, aided by Dr. Gari Gari, a fiendish scientist wolf, sent Pero on a perilous time travel journey around the world and into the past. Pero must locate and defeat Count Grumman and the mad Dr. Gari Gari, and use their time machine to get home, or be stuck in the past forever. To make matters worse, the Cat Kingdom has sent killers after Pero because he helped the mouse and thereby violated Cat Kingdom law. Pero must travel to exotic lands and overcome many hazards, but can he defeat the combined mind of the diabolical Count Grumman, Dr. Gari Gari, and the killers? Also, this was somehow the basis of an episode of Captain N the Games Master. That was something. Yeah, it was the basis of an episode for Captain N. Figure that one out. And that's pretty much what I know about the game. I played this game many years ago, and I managed to beat it. And I actually played this game again before playing this for the channel, and I still managed to figure things out and beat it that way too. Now you have Start, which starts a new game, and you have a Continue, which you can switch between with the Select button. You only have 3 continues, and once you use them all, you go back to the very first level of the game. So you gotta get good. And I'm going to be playing 3 levels for video, and it's time to start. We start out in the West. We have this map. As soon as we press a button, we'll be out of the map and we'll be moving around. Left and right lets you move left and right. Down lets you duck. A lets you jump. B lets you attack. You can attack with a gun, a bomb, or a boomerang. I'm going to be using the bomb. And for this whole area, I'm going to be sticking to the tops of the buildings. So that way I don't have to run into a whole bunch of things. It is possible to press... well, sometimes you can press down to drop down, but I'm going to try not to do that. There will be some obstacles and enemies like these horseshoes and even some red ball enemies that bounce your way. But if you see them coming, you can easily shoot them down, which is awesome. But it is better to be at the bottom here, especially when these guys down there in those windows, those little guys with the eye patches, they can drop barrels down on you, and that can be no fun at all. So I'm just sticking to the gun, and I'm just sticking to the upper half of this area, so that way I don't get hurt a whole bunch. And if you're wondering how to switch between weapons, you just pause the game. You use left and right on the D-pad to switch between the gun, the bomb, and the boomerang. Thankfully, the one you have equipped is the one that is currently flashing down there at the bottom of the screen. And then you unpause the game and you can use it. The gun is just a gun that shoots straight forward. The bomb is a little bomb that you can throw in an arc. And the boomerang is a boomerang that you can throw forward and eventually comes back to you. As for the bottom of the screen, you have the current amount of lives, P equals 03, which means we have 3 lives. There's our current score, and to the right of that, we have our health, which is full at the moment, and our highest score. I did a little bit of a practice run before playing this for real for the internet. As always, and you leapt up at me, and I was able to see you doing that, and I was able to shoot you. And yeah, you want to make sure that enemies don't collide with you because you will lose health. Thankfully, when you enter a new level, your health does get refilled. So there is that. And eventually we're going to have to be forced back to ground level, which is right here. And we'll just have to continue on to the right to enter our second level for this video, the ocean. Thankfully, we have a whole new health bar to work with. So, on the ship, you can hold up and press B to attack upwards, which is really cool. Really helps with the thunderbolts and other things. But you still want to be able to move left and right with left and right on the D-pad and shoot with B. Sadly, you can't jump, though some of the enemies here can, despite being in ships just like you. Also, some enemies will come from the left instead of the right. So be ready to take them down or avoid them when you see them. Thankfully, the enemy ships here, not so bad. The ships take 3 hits to kill, but the shark fins, they only take 1. And there's going to be some ships showing up from the left before we know it. I just got to be careful. And I was able to see him coming at me, just like that. I don't have to shoot down the thunderbolts. I can just easily avoid them, but hey, they give me points. And you can destroy them, so why not? And once the sky starts flashing between blue and gray, you'll automatically go to this island and disembark from the ship to enter a submarine. Now you can move in 8 directions with the submarine. You can move up and down as well as left or right and diagonally. Holding the A button, the jump button, lets you move automatically upwards. Without, though you're better off just holding up for that. And what? Unless I'm not part of a... Maybe I did hit something and I just didn't know it. Yeah, you know what? I hit that fish. There were 2 fish there, and that was the second one that I just shot down. That's why I lost energy. The best part about the B button attack, which are these torpedoes, you can destroy the walls and just spend all your time just completely destroying them just because. It's not going to uncover anything you will need, but it's cool to know that you can do it. Plus, you will have to do this to get past certain walls anyway. Also, we need to watch out for that thing. I would shoot that thing down if I would. Watch out for these areas with these little black lines. These areas will drag you down a little bit. Also, watch out for these gray fish because they will shoot at you. And the boot gives you temporarily invincibility. And you want to be careful on the way into this cave too, because there's one more fish enemy to deal with. And once you go in here, you'll end up on another island, and you'll have to face the frog. We're going to switch to the bomb. We want to avoid the tiny frogs as we throw the bombs into this thing's mouth. I made that look a lot easier than it actually is. It's not the hardest thing in the world, but you can still have problem with it if you keep getting hit by the tiny frogs. Just watch where the tiny frogs go, have the bomb equipped, and throw the bombs into the big frog's mouth when the big frog's mouth is open. Anyway, it's time for the third and final level of the game that we were going to be doing for this video, which is Arabia, where we'll be in a car. You want to watch out for the bats. Thankfully, you can jump while you're in the car with the A button, so keep that in mind. We will need to jump to A, make it easier to move further to right. I am just going to hop in this direction, but there are some places that we can go to just by jumping, such as right here, where we can pick up a Parrow head to get an extra life. Definitely want to get my hands on that. Don't want to tangle with him. Though I do like the boot for the temporary invincibility. Watch out for the eagle because it will poop on you. Yes, that is poop. And jump over the geysers when they are making their way down. I made that look a little easy. I may have. And you also want to watch out for the bats, too. Can't believe I got hit by that. And we have already made it to the end of the area, and on to the next area, Space Wars, where we fly an airplane. But we've tackled 3 levels so far, and we're going to tackle 3 more in the next video. So join me next time where I tackle even more of this short yet interesting game based on a Japanese anime. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!